Well, the Bahamas is to be added to a European Union blacklist. Attorney General Carl Bethel expressing regret over the move, he says, came amidst talks to remedy the issue that led to the sanctions. The Attorney General says he was taken aback by the news as there was an agreement to engage in dialogue with any country before adding it to the list.
We have been, to the knowledge of the European Commission, granted an exiting process which we have started and which would have occurred in April of this year were it not for the COVID-19 epidemic, which has led to the postponement or cancellation of every public gathering of the Financial Action Task Force. So the on-site visit to the Bahamas scheduled for April had to be cancelled, not because of anything the Bahamas did, but because of the global pandemic, and therefore that has been delayed until later in the year. The June plenary, which would have considered whether the results of the on-site visit and whether the Bahamas should be removed from their grey list, was also indefinitely postponed and not cancelled. So everything has been pushed back till later in this year. And so it is regretful that the European Commission, knowing full well the special status of the Bahamas today as a country that the Financial Action Task Force has agreed should commence the exiting process from their grey list, should nonetheless be faced with the potential of being added to a European blacklist.
Now, we asked Minister Bethel about the EU's responsibility versus the freedoms of individual countries to engage in competition.
The Financial Action Task Force represents standards that reflect a global consensus of what each country needs to do in order to protect itself and its financial system, and also in so doing the global financial system from the dangers of money laundering, terrorist financing, and the financing of other identified risks such as nuclear proliferation, etc. So these are globally agreed standards at the Financial Action Task Force. But nothing takes away the right of individual countries or individual groups of countries to act in what they perceive to be their self-interest. Now, but bearing that in mind, it is also, in a sense, to be expected that countries that are friendly countries and that have amicable relations, but for some differences about one aspect or other of the business they conduct, that they would do so in a diplomatic way.